Death, taxes, money, and the law. This is another episode with Thomas J. Markey, CPA and a SEPA at Axiom Founders Family Office. One of the big questions that we get is, what issues should I consider if I'm concerned about outliving my assets? Holy cow, we don't know when we're going to die. That's the unknown. So that's one of the biggest factors we get, or one of the biggest questions, one of the biggest concerns we get with clients at all ages of life. So let's kind of go over this checklist that is part of our 2026 calendar. So this checklist just went out to our clients in April, and what we try to do is get them to think about some stuff. So how can our firm add value? Well, if they answer yes to any of these questions, then that's a planning opportunity for us and our firm. So that's where we kind of created these checklists to kind of stimulate thinking. Because back to, we are not just talking about stocks and bonds at our firm. We're making sure that our clients' goals are achieved, not only short term, but long term. So let's kind of go over some of these questions. First off, we have these general issues. Do you need to review your family's history of longevity? Do you need to review how your living expenses might change as you get older? My mother recently passed away, but she was in assisted living, paying $7,000 a month. You want to make sure that you got assets at the end of life to be able to pay for those kind of expenses. Do you need to review the amount of flexibility you have to adjust spending when markets are down? This is a big concern for a lot of our clients in retirement. So when markets are dropping, they're concerned that they're still going to be able to pay for their lifestyle. So that's part of the conversations with our clients. Up top here, do you need to review how delaying Social Security benefits? That's a big decision. It's an incredible resource. It's almost like it's a guaranteed, or what we consider guaranteed income for our clients. But delaying it can increase the amount that you get on a monthly basis. Does that make sense? And then if we have married couples, do we turn one on, both on? Those are the decisions we help our clients with. This is a big one here. Do you need additional guaranteed income beyond Social Security and our pension? So what we call this is mailbox money. So up here we have a pension decision. Well, unfortunately, most folks nowadays they don't have a pension. So now they have what is usually a 401k, which is the employee puts the money in. Well, with the corporation or government entity guarantees these payments for the rest of your lifetime. So if you want more mailbox money, there are other options. Fixed indexed annuities is an option that we like to use in our office where the insurance company will guarantee payments to you or your spouse for the rest of your lives. That way you're insured not outliving your income. So the big difference between assets and income. Assets are your net worth, your balance sheet. Income is what you're using to pay for your gas, your groceries, your lifestyle, your vacations, etc. Let's take a look down here. Portfolio and asset issues. Are you concerned about withdrawing too much at a time from your portfolio? Holy cow, yeah, that's a big time decision. The standard rule right here is the 4% rule. Well, during recent years, that kind of was lower to 3.5, maybe 3%. You want to make sure that you're working with a qualified advisor to know how to withdraw money from your portfolio, but also which accounts. So you have some accounts in which Uncle Sam is still a partner, others are not. So that's part of the decision making when you need to pay for your lifestyle in retirement. Properly diversifying your portfolio, that's a huge one. Do you need to review what to do during periods of market decline? Yeah, I mean, holy cow, during COVID, we were meeting with our clients, readjusting things, making shifting on the fly. Withdrawal strategies. You need to review how your home could be used to support your long-term financial plan. Well, I mean, holy cow, nowadays, a lot of folks, they don't have maybe the necessary assets to be able to pay for their retirement or create a paycheck in retirement. So do you need to look at maybe using what is most folks' largest asset? That's their own personal home. Insurance issues, of course, long-term care, that's a big issue our country's dealing with right now. Wish we could figure something out, but in the meantime, the costs are going to the roof. So let's make sure we adjust that or at least plan accordingly. So what issues should I consider if I'm concerned about living? I said this is a part of our service at our firm as we send these checklists out. We are proactive with our meeting our clients' needs. If you need this kind of service, let us know. Death, Money, Tax Law, April edition.